Announcer bot is active. The qualification session is at Aldo Scriven in Port Elizabeth, South Africa. The wind speed is 10 km/h from the northeast. Brendan Griesel is P5. Brendan Griesel is up 12.63 in barbecue bend. Brendan Griesel is up 6.91 in the SMSA. James Leach from South Africa is second, up 14.12. Peter Grobler is P4. Brendan Griesel from South Africa in Crowthorne Corner is third. Best lap is a 1:17.845. 13.891 off pole. James Leach is P2, up 0.14. Brendan Griesel in the SMSA is P5, up 6.29. Sean Olivier is provisional pole with a 1:03.863. James Leach in the kink is second. James Leach improved his P2 with a 1:05.513. 1.650 off pole. Tommy Glad from South Africa in the SMSA is P7, up 0.46. Tommy Glad improved his seventh with a 1:07.055. 3.192 off pole. Brendan Griesel in Clubhouse Bend is P3, up 0.15. Sean Johnson is sixth, up 0.11. Brendan Griesel is third. Brendan Griesel improved his P3 with a 1:04.828. 0.965 off pole. Tommy Glad in the SMSA is P8, up 0.35. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Sean Olivier from South Africa is first. Sean Olivier is provisional pole with a 1:03.659. Sean Johnson is P7. James Leach is P5. from South Africa in start finish is P8. Janine Glad improved is 8th with a 1:06.316. 2.657 off pole. Brendan Gryasel in Clubhouse Bend is 3rd up 0.17. Brendan Gryasel improved is 3rd with a 1:04.789. 1.130 off pole. James Leach is 5th. JD Ellis from Italy in the SEs is 3rd up 15.25. Mike McDear from Ireland is 4th up 0.18. Best lap is a 1:05.398. 1.739 off pole. Mike McDear is up 0.23 in the SEs. JD Ellis is 3rd up 0.73. JD Ellis improved is 3rd with a 1:07.922. 4.263 off pole. JD Ellis is up 0.01 in Barbecue Bend. Ryan van der Westhuizen from South Africa in Jikski Sweep is 2nd. Best lap is a 1:04.763. 1.104 off pole. James Leach is P5 up 0.11. Peter Grobler is 6th up 0.10. Peter Grobler improved his P5 with a 1:05.474. 1.815 off pole. The qualifying session is now in overtime. James Leach is 6th. James Leach improved his 4th with a 1:05.272. 1.613 off pole. Ryan van der Westhuizen is 2nd up 0.21. Mike McDear is 5th up 0.20. Sean Johnson is P7 up 0.10. Mike McGear in the SEs is 5th up 0.20. Mike McGear improved his 5th with a 1:05.367, 1.708 off pole. The race session is at Aldo Scribant in Port Elizabeth, South Africa. The wind speed is 13 km/h from the north-northeast. Sean Olivier is P1. Ryan van der Westhuizen from South Africa is second. Brendan Gryasel from South Africa is P3. James Leach from South Africa is P4. Mike McGear from Ireland is 5th. Peter Grobler is 6th. Sean Johnson is P7. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Janine Glad from South Africa is P8. Brendan Gryasel in Jigski I Sweep is P3. Mike McGear in Clubhouse Bend is 5th. Brendan Gryasel is 3rd. McDeer in Crowthorne Corner is P5, 0.5 ahead of James Leach. Brendan Gryasel in the Essies is third, 0.9 behind Ryan van der Westhuizen. Ryan van der Westhuizen in Crowthorne Corner is second, 0.6 ahead of Brendan Gryasel. Brendan Gryasel in Clubhouse Bend is P3, 1.0 behind Ryan van der Westhuizen. James Leach is P4, 0.5 behind Mike McDeer. Mike McDeer was 10.0 faster last lap. Brendan Gryasel from South Africa in Barbecue Bend is P3, 0.3 behind Ryan van der Westhuizen. Peter Grobler in Sunset Bend is P6. Brendan Gryasel in Start Finish is third, 0.3 behind Ryan van der Westhuizen. James Leach in Leeuwkop Bend is P4, 0.1 behind Mike McDeer. Brendan Gryasel on lap 5 is P3, 0.4 behind Ryan van der Westhuizen. 10 minutes remaining in the session. J.D. Ellis from Italy in the Essies is 15th. Brendan Gryasel is third, 0.4 behind Ryan van der Westhuizen. Tommy Glad from South Africa is P10. Brandon Grijsel is third, 0.5 behind Ryan van der Westhuizen. J.D. Ellis is 15th. Brandon Grijsel from South Africa is P3, 0.5 behind Ryan van der Westhuizen. Peter Grobler in Clubhouse Bend is 6th. James Leach in the kink is 4th, 0.1 behind Mike McGeer. Ryan van der Westhuizen is 2nd, 0.6 behind Brandon Grijsel. Brandon Grijsel was 5.7 faster last lap. Mike McGeer in Leeuwkop Bend is P5. Sean Olivier from South Africa in Clubhouse Bend is 1st, 0.1 ahead of Ryan van der Westhuizen. Sean Olivier was 10.6 faster last lap. James Leach is P4, 0.1 behind Mike McGeer. Five minutes remaining in the session. Tommy Glad in Jikski I Sweep is P10. Brandon Grijsel in the Essies on lap 10 is P3. Janine Glad in the Essies on lap 10 is 8th. Tommy Glad in the Essies is 10th. Janine Glad in Crowthorne Corner is 8th. Sean Olivier from South Africa is 1st, 0.1 ahead of Ryan van der Westhuizen. Ryan van der Westhuizen in Crowthorne Corner is 2nd, 0.1 behind Brendan Griesel. Brendan Griesel was 1.8 faster last lap. Sean Johnson in Leeuwkop Bend is 7th. James Leach in Leeuwkop Bend is 4th, 0.1 behind Mike McGeer. Chantal de Jager from Namibia in Sunset Bend is P9. Sean Olivier from South Africa in Crowthorne Corner is P1, 0.1 ahead of Ryan van der Westhuizen. Ryan van der Westhuizen is 2nd, 0.1 behind Brendan Griesel. Peter Grobler in Leeuwkop Bend is P6. The leader has just finished the race. Brendan Griesel finished 3rd. Janine Glad finished 8th. James Leach finished P4. Sean Olivier finished 1st. Sean Johnson finished 7th. Mike McGear finished P5. Ryan van der Westhuizen finished 2nd. J.D. Ellis finished 15th. Peter Grobler finished P6. Chantal de Jager finished P9. Tommy Glad finished P10. The race session is at Aldo Scribant in Port Elizabeth, South Africa. The wind speed is 3 km/h from the north-northeast. James Leach is first. Janine Glad from South Africa is second. Tommy Glad from South Africa is third. Chantal de Jager from Namibia is P4. Peter Grobler is P5. Ryan van der Westhuizen from South Africa is P6. Mike McGear from Ireland is P7. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Peter Grobler is P6. From South Africa in Barbecue Bend is P3. Peter Grobler is P6. Brendan Gryasel is P3. Peter Grobler is 6th, 0.2 ahead of Mike McGear. Brendan Gryasel in Barbecue Bend is P3, 0.5 behind Ryan van der Westhuizen. Peter Grobler in Leeuwkop Bend is 6th, 0.8 ahead of Mike McGear. Brendan Gryasel in Crowthorne Corner is P3, 0.6 behind Ryan van der Westhuizen. Peter Grobler is 6th, 0.4 ahead of Mike McGear. Ryan van der Westhuizen in Clubhouse Bend is 2nd, 0.1 ahead of Brendan Gryasel. James Leach from South Africa is 4th. James Leach exiting pits. Peter Grobler in Barbecue Bend is 6th, 0.5 ahead of Mike McGear. Mike McGear in the Essies is P5. Peter Grobler in the Kink is 6th, 0.4 ahead of Mike McGear. Brendan Gryasel on lap 5 is P3, 1.4 behind Ryan van der Westhuizen. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Peter Grobler is 6th, 0.5 ahead of Mike McGear. Brendan Gryasel is 3rd. Best lap is a 1:05.195. 0.761 off the fastest lap. Tommy Glad in Clubhouse Bend is P10, 1.4 behind Chantal de Jaeger. Brendan Grijsel in the kink on lap 6 is third, 1.1 behind Ryan van der Westhuizen. Sean Johnson in Clubhouse Bend is 7th, 0.8 behind Peter Grobler. Brendan Grijsel in Leeuwkop Bend is P3, 0.5 behind Ryan van der Westhuizen. Peter Grobler is P6, 3.1 ahead of Sean Johnson. Brendan Grijsel is third, 0.5 behind Ryan van der Westhuizen. Mike McGear in Barbecue Bend is 5th. Best lap is a 1:05.289. 1.118 off the fastest lap. Brendan Grijsel in Crowthorne Corner is P3, 0.3 behind Ryan van der Westhuizen. Janine Glad in Clubhouse Bend is P8. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Brendan Grijsel is P3, 0.3 ahead of Ryan van der Westhuizen. Sean Johnson in Jigski Sweep is P7. Best lap is a 1:06.208. 2.037 off the fastest lap. Brendan Grijsel on lap 10 is third, 0.5 ahead of Ryan van der Westhuizen. Westhuizen in start finish is second, 0.1 behind Brandon Gryasel. Brandon Gryasel in Crowthorne Corner is third, 0.4 ahead of Ryan van der Westhuizen. Ryan van der Westhuizen in the Essies is P2. Best lap is a 1:05.387. 1.216 off the fastest lap. Brandon Gryasel is P3, 0.7 ahead of Ryan van der Westhuizen. Chantal de Jager in Barbecue Bend is 9, 0.1 behind Tommy Glad. Mike McGear in Barbecue Bend is P5. JD Ellis from Italy in Jig Ski Sweep is P15. Chantal de Jager from Namibia in Clubhouse Bend is P9, 0.1 behind Tommy Glad. Ryan van der Westhuizen is P2. Brandon Gryasel is third. Janine Glad in Clubhouse Bend is PA. Chantal de Jager entering the pits is 9. The leader has just finished the race. Sean Olivier finished first. Mike McGear finished fifth. Brendan Gryasel finished P3. Sean Johnson finished P7. Tommy Glad finished P10. Peter Grobler finished 6th. Janine Glad finished P8. J.D. Ellis finished 15th. Ryan van der Westhuizen finished P2.